What is going on, guys? Matt Downs with Daily Grind Fantasy Sports to help give you the edge for this NBA 6-game slate. Cannot wait to break it down. This video is officially sponsored by Jock Market. If you guys want to be entered into the $25 giveaway that we do every single Friday on this live stream, please like, subscribe, and also comment your favorite GPP play for this slate. If you guys are brand new to this channel, we provide both free and paid content for all daily fantasy sports across all sports. If you could please show your support by hitting that subscribe button, notification bell, and of course smashing that like button for all of our future NBA content. If you would like to know more about becoming a better DFS player and taking down that big GPP, head over to www.patreon.com/DGFantasy for more information. On Patreon, we give advanced cheat sheets for all DFS sports on Draftkings. These cheat sheets include updated projections, ownership, and our overall favorite plays from slate to slate. We take it a step further by teaching you how to play fantasy sports like a shark, by showing you where the best leverage spots are to put you in the best spots to take down tourneys. Also included is our private Discord chat where you get to talk over the slate with everyone, including our coaches, to help build your lineups. Now let's go ahead and dive right into this NBA 6-game slate, but first we have to go over some Patreon success. A lot of injury news came after lock, talking about Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics. I took advantage of it. I pivoted. This was my score last night, 352.5. Got first place at 34, and I actually tied with another Shark, so apparently I made the right pivots. Guys, it's all about late-night pivots. I got to Jeff Teague. He was starting, 3.1K. Easy plug and play. So got me a takedown there. This is TJ's screenshot. Also profited in every single contest. We also had a near takedown, $20 into $175 over there on FanDuel, and then also our coach won $555.56 over there on FanDuel as well. Now let's focus on this NBA 6-game slate. We have a lot of already breaking injury news, so let's talk about it here. With Denver, we have Harris and Morris officially out for them. With Orlando, we have Bamba, Randall, T-Ross, all questionable, but Cole Anthony is officially out, as we've already known. And then with the Lakers, we have Marc Gasol. He is doubtful. Anthony Davis officially out. Dudley out. And then also LeBron James out. So we will be focusing on them here in a little bit. Here with New Orleans, we have JJ Redick officially out, and Lonzo Ball is questionable. If he is held out, we will be paying attention there in New Orleans. With Washington, we have Bertans and Ish Smith officially out for them, but they've been out for a while here. With New York, we have quickly now probable, Peyton Robinson questionable, and then Derrick Rose and Austin Rivers out officially. So we will be paying attention there and keeping an eye on the questionable tags there in New York. With Phoenix, nothing going on there. Miami, Dragic and Bradley are questionable, so we will be paying attention there. Philly, Seth Curry and Joel Embiid are still out for them, but the price tags did come up on everybody there, but we will still pay attention to them just to see if we have any interest there in Philadelphia. With Golden State, Steph Curry is out, so definitely an intriguing picture there. And then last but not least, all the chalk will be on Brooklyn because we have Kyrie Irving out. Whatever reason, I really don't know. Can't tell you guys. Kevin Durant officially out. Johnson and Shamet officially out for them as well. And then last but not least, with Portland, no really injury news to impact them there. We have Collins and Nurkic out, but they've been out for a very long time. So let's switch over. I'm actually on SuperDraft. We'll be giving you guys some SuperDraft plays here at the very end. By the way, if you haven't signed up for SuperDraft, what are you doing? 50% match up to $500 when you enter that link below. Just by being a part of the community, you guys get some free plays at the very end of each one of these videos, and it's the easiest one. It's the easiest way to win in DFS here going forward, even over DraftKings and FanDuel. So let's start out with Brooklyn. They will be very, very chalky. Technically, James Harden is questionable. It's going to be very unlikely that he sits out just because they don't have anybody else. 11K, guys, it's still underpriced. Gets a huge usage boost, averaging 32.6% usage and a 1.57 fantasy point per minute output in a pace-up spot. This is a 236 over-under. No reason you should be fading Harden in any contest. I think he's your most obvious play here, just on the slate in general here from Brooklyn. If he plays, if he sits, yes. So much value all over the place here with Brooklyn, but let's actually pay attention to some of the value plays as of right now. Tyler Johnson projected 27 minutes here, $3,100, and actually isn't that bad of a fantasy point per minute player. 0.81 fantasy points per minute and a 7.1 point per dollar value. So he's by far my favorite value play here on the slate, assuming he does play 27 minutes. Also taking a look Down the list here, Bruce Brown at $4,200, projected to play about 30 minutes and a 6.5 point per dollar value, also averaging about 0.82 fantasy points per minute. So I do like him for value. Guys, all of these Brooklyn players, these value plays will be very chalky, and they make a lot of sense. Claxton next on the list at $3,900, projected at about 23 minutes. When he's playing between 15 to 20 minutes, we already know he smashes value and is a very good play. But when you add another 3 minutes to that, 6.4 point per dollar value, very, very obvious. And then last but not least is Jeff Green, 4.3K. I do believe he will be very, very chalky as well. A 5.8 point per dollar value, averaging about 0.92 fantasy points per minute. So better than the other value plays in terms of fantasy points per minute, but he's also a little bit more expensive at $4,300. So Harden, Jeff Green, Claxton, Brown, Tyler Johnson, all those guys are great plays. And then Joe Harris becomes an intriguing GPP option. He's just not a very high fantasy point per minute player, and he doesn't carry that big of a usage. So consider him definitely more for GPPs just because he is a shooter, and I do like him for GPPs. I just think his ownership will be relatively low. Blake Griffin and TLC also in the mix for GPP options as well. Let's switch over to Philly. Philly doesn't draw too much interest, but they are in a pace-up spot. Talking about Harris and Simmons, they are priced up just based on Joel Embiid and Seth Curry being out. So I don't have too much interest here. But again, it's a pace-up spot versus Golden State. Golden State does play at a very high pace. $8,800 for Ben Simmons and also Tobias Harris. If you're asking me which one I do prefer, it's going to be Tobias Harris. I consider him cash viable. These guys just don't have as much interest in here as the Golden State Warriors. So if we flip over, I only have interest in one single guy here with Steph Curry off the floor. Jordan Poole has been starting and has been playing tremendously well. And at a 5.6 point per dollar, or 5.6 price tag here, I actually consider him a decent value play, averaging 1.02 fantasy points per minute, and he's projected right now at 32 minutes. So if you do the math, he's still undervalued and also in a slight pace-up spot here for the Golden State Warriors. So everybody else just more GPP, but Jordan Poole is definitely going to be my favorite option here from the Golden State Warriors. And then last but not least, the LA Lakers. The LA Lakers are also in a pace-up spot here versus the Pelicans. Montrezl Harrell absolutely crushed it last outing when he played 34 minutes. We're going to expect about 33 to 34 minutes in this matchup as well versus the Pelicans. Doesn't have the best matchup just because they do have Steven Adams. They also have Zion to man down low, but I do like him still. I think he's very undervalued at a 6.8K price tag, averaging 1.34 fantasy points per minute without Anthony Davis and also LeBron James. So I consider him cash viable, and I think he'll carry a decent amount of ownership, but he's only center eligible, which will keep his ownership not as high as some of these other options here on the slate, talking about Brooklyn, but I consider him cash viable. THT, also not that bad of a value play, averaging 1.02 fantasy points per minute, $5,500, but he's only projected right now 25 minutes, so he comes out to a 5.7 point per dollar value. And these other guys, just GPP options, again, a pace-up spot, and I consider them great GPP options here against the Pelicans. And now we'll hear a quick word from our sponsor.
Jock Market is one of the most innovative ways to play daily fantasy sports today. Just like the real stock market, Jock Market allows you to buy and sell players to earn profit based on their performances throughout the day and night. They are currently offering a variety of sports where you can enter their markets and buy them for potential gains. Unlike normal other DFS sites, once the slate starts, you can make numerous changes to your stocks by buying new players you think will continue to perform well or sell players you think are going to underperform.
Right now, they are running every sport with overlay, which gives you an easier chance to win than other major DFS platforms. Download Jock Market now on the App Store and use code DGF to receive a $20 deposit bonus. Be sure to subscribe here for all future Jock Market content. And that is DGF20. If you guys haven't signed up for Jock Market, another great app to win money. It's easy. You just invest in players as stocks and watch their stock rise or fall, unfortunately, throughout the night. And if you guys see your stock rise, then obviously you make money. So love the play style over there. Let's switch over to some super draft plays. I have my projections input here right now. Let's take a look at the board. We have Montrezl Harrell at a 1.4 times multiplier. Absolutely insane. One of my favorite plays, not only on SuperDraft, but also DraftKings. So love him overall. He has the highest projected points, and he's also power forward eligible, which is great for SuperDraft. Also, James Harden, best play on the slate. Doesn't have a multiplier, but guys, pace-up spot. He's going to be very, very chalky and one of the best plays overall. Jordan Poole, 1.55 times multiplier. We love them over on DraftKings. Projected 32 minutes, and we have have him projected right now at 54.06 points. Bradley Beal, 1.15 times multiplier. We have him projected at 51.8 points. And then last but not least is THT, 1.65 times multiplier. It looks like these Lakers are very undervalued here over on SuperDraft, and I think they'll be overlooked. So in terms of ownership, you guys should be getting a lot of Lakers into your lineups. And then I will also be updating my projections. If you guys join the live stream a little bit later, I will have some final plays for you over there on SuperDraft. Again, SuperDraft, easiest way to play, easiest way to win. Sign up using the link below to grab our promo just for watching this video. And hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please do hit that subscription button, notification bell, and of course smash that like button for all of our future NBA content. With all that being said, have a great rest of your day, and let's cash.